everyone. Yeah, today we are going to do lab 10, which is actually production of Nisin. Alright. So Miss Lauren, who is the lab technician, alright, will be explaining to you, alright, what is the procedure, and then later she will also show you the hands-on application, and at the end she will also show you the results. Alright, yeah, so I will hand over to Lauren now, Miss Lauren.
Okay, hi class. Today we are going to do Nisin production using Lactococcus lactis. Nisin is an antibiotic, so it's going to be produced by Lactococcus lactis, this bacteria. So this one I already proceed with this. You can see in your lab manual, it takes 48 hours to produce this lactis, Lactococcus lactis Nisin. Okay, this has been done for you. So today we are going to do the standard curve. Okay, this is the standard curve that we are going to do. Okay, it will look something like this using the commercial Nisin. Okay, and after that we are going to go through a process where we put the agar in the disc and we are going to look out for the inhibition zone that is produced by the different dilutions of the standard curve. Okay, so once the inhibition zone is obtained, we are going to measure it after 48 hours and plot a standard curve and find out the concentration of the culture Nisin, which is here, which is this one. Okay, we are going to find this concentration on the standard curve. Okay, so now let's start. Okay class, now before we start, okay, let's practice our aseptic technique where we clean our working bench with methylated spirit, okay, or alcohol. Okay, so this is a normal process. Okay, so once this is done, we put up the Bunsen also to create a sterile condition around your workstation so nothing is contaminated. Okay, so the first process is what we are going to do is this part. We are going to do this part whereby we are going to prepare the plates. Okay, there is 8 plates that we need to prepare, but down here I'm just going to show you 1 or 2 plates. Okay, so the process is, this is the agar for the pour plate. Okay, this is the antibiotic agar. So we are going to inoculate this agar with the M. luteus. So this is the M. luteus. Okay. So we are going to put in 2 ml of M. luteus into your agar. It is written in the manual. Okay, this is the way you prepare the plate. Okay, so once this is done, this is the agar. We give it a slight mix. Okay, and then we are ready to pour plate. Okay, so these are the Petri dishes that you will be using for pour plate method. And okay, now we leave it to solidify about 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, then we come back again and show you how to do the standard curve and the culture Nisin. Class, now this is the plate that we have poured earlier. Okay, this is the plate that we have poured earlier. So what we are going to do is we are going to label like this, in this manner. S1 R stands for reference and C is the culture. Okay, just like on your board earlier. Okay, we are going to label the plates like that. But we are going to have 8 plates, but I will just show you 1 today. Okay, so first of all, this is our standard Nisin. Okay, the Nisin that we are going to produce the standard curve using this commercially available Nisin. So we are going to do a dilution now based on this diagram. Okay, this will be the stock this was the S1. So this will be S1, the stock. The next one will be S2. This one, 2.5, will be the R, S3 and S4. Okay. So the first one, we don't have to do the dilution. Okay. So we do because it's concentrated. Okay. So now for the second one, we need to dilute 5 ml of this stock Nisin with 5 ml of the diluent. So this is the diluent. We'll combine these two in order to make the dilution. Okay, so I'll show you the process. So 5 ml of the stock Nisin. This is combined with 5 ml of the diluent. Okay, once this process is complete, we just shake the tube. Okay, so I'm going to show you based on this. Okay, so for the rest of the tubes, we will follow the dilution like this according to the table: 2.5 and 7.5. 1 and 9 and 0.5 and 9.5. Okay, so now let me show you with the first one. Okay, okay, so this is the process where we put the Nisin from the stock culture as well as our own produced culture. We dip the Nisin into this antibiotic disc, sterile paper disc. Okay, and then we inoculate into the Petri dish so that we will see a zone of inhibition. Okay, so then again, aseptic technique is very important. So work near your fire, sterilize the forceps. Okay, sterilize the forceps, cool it down. Okay, you may take out some of the paper disc on the cover. It's all sterilized. Okay, at this stage, you will need to pick the paper disc. Okay, pick it firmly. Okay, in this way, pick it firmly, and then just say this is S2, right? So you dip it. Okay, you dip it into the solution like this way. Okay, and then you just drain off the excess liquid and place it on the place where you have written S2. Okay, place it and gently touch it. Okay, so that's all. So this is near the fire, don't worry, no contamination. Repeat the process again, sterilize your forceps. Every time you touch the plate and go back to the solution, you need to sterilize. Okay, and then you will pick another paper disc, same way, insert into the solution. Okay, and then place it on the plate again. Okay, so now once this is done, we move on to the next requirement for this plate. Okay, so now we continue with the R. Okay, this is R. Same way as we did for the S. Okay, so we take the paper disc, but at this time we dip it into the R. Okay, which is 2.5. this for R, just like the S. This is the second disc. Okay, and now the center one, okay, which is this one, okay, the C, okay, it's all going to be placed in the center. But for the C, we are going to use our culture Nisin. This is our culture Nisin, which we produce down here. It's referring to this process, okay. But the technique is the same: sterilize, cool down. Dip the disc into it and place it at the middle of the agar where the C is labeled. So all our paper disc has been dipped into the respective dilutions and the plate is already prepared. Okay, so we will do again. I remind you, it will be done for all these dilutions: S1, S2, S3 and S4. This R will be in all the plates, which is the middle. Okay. Okay, class. So this is the results. Okay, after 48 hours of incubation, okay, the zone size is already ready to be measured. Okay, so you see there is a clear zone here. So you are going to measure the clear zone, which is this part. You see? Okay, so I show you two plates. This is the plate with the Micrococcus luteus, okay, without the paper disc. You see, without the paper disc, the bacteria is everywhere, okay? It's growing on all the plates, okay? But when you do the inhibition with the paper disc, okay, inhibition of antibiotic, then there's a clear zone produced around the paper disc. So this clear zone, the diameter that is produced by the clear zone, gives us the information to plot the standard graph to say that how much of Nisin that is produced. Okay, so from all these zones, okay, we will measure this zone, the diameter of each zone, and we will plot the standard curve, and we will also determine the concentration of C, which is this one. We do not know the concentration. This is produced in-house. So we will determine the concentration of culture Nisin using the standard curve that we produce. So that's all for today's experiment.